Hi, it's Talsvids. In this video I'm going to show how you can clean up a desktop cluttered with applications, and also to tidy up your desktop by assigning individual applications or application to its own desktop. Now, as we can see on my desktop now, it looks a little bit cluttered. I've currently got 3 apps open. This one here, Microsoft Word. This one here is Adobe Audition. And this one here is Final Cut Pro. Now, if I want to clean this desktop cluttered up, I can press F3 on a Mac keyboard and this will launch Mission Control. And that will spread out the applications as well, so we can see what we've got open. Now if we look at the very top of the screen, we can see here it's got desktop, and this is the desktop that we can see below. But if we look on the right hand side, we've got a little plus button, and if we click on that, that'll open up another desktop. So what we can do now is we can, for example, move Microsoft Word. So if we just click and drag, we can see now that we've got Microsoft Word on its own desktop, which is desktop number 2. If we go back to desktop number 1, we can press F3 again and we can do exactly the same. Click on the plus button, open a new desktop, and we can drag Adobe Audition onto desktop number 3, and then we can do the same again. Click on plus, and we can drag Final Cut Pro onto its own desktop. Now, you can have more than one application on a desktop. So, for example, if I go into desktop 4, I can drag that Final Cut Pro so it goes on to desktop number 3. So as you can see now, on desktop number 3 we've got 2 applications open on that one. But just to simplify things, I'll just put that back onto desktop number 4. I just wanted to point out that it was possible to have more than one application on one desktop. So if we go back to desktop number 1, which is the one that we had open originally, where all the apps were on that were looking cluttered, as we can see now, we've got a completely clean desktop, and we can launch another application, and we can see where we are with it. We haven't got another application covering it up like we would have done previously. So that shows how you can clean up your desktop by putting your individual applications onto their own desktop, as we've done now. We've split them up into 3 other desktops. But say for example, you're always wanting a given application to open up on that particular desktop. What we can do is we can press F3 on the keyboard, go to the desktop for the application that we're wanting to do this with. Now we're on desktop number 2, and we've got Microsoft Word. Now if we look in the dock, we can see there, that's its position in the dock. Now if I right click or a 2-finger tap with a trackpad on the dock icon, this will bring up a little dialog box, and it's got a small menu on it. Now if we go to options, and then we can see here we've got assigned to, and we've got 3 options. It's currently set on none, which will mean that it's not assigned to any desktop. If you launch that application, it'll appear on whichever desktop that you're currently on. This desktop, this means that if you quit that application and you launch it again, it'll appear only on the desktop that you've assigned it to previously. So in this example, that'll be desktop number 2. and the last option is all desktops. Now that'll mean that it'll appear on all of your open desktops, but usually for this option I find that a more realistic usage scenario is to assign it to a given desktop, so we'll just choose this desktop. And as we can see, if we go back in and we do the same, we can see there that that box is ticked for this desktop. So we're on desktop number 2 now. So if I press F3 to launch mission control, you can see there, desktop number 2. Now if I quit Microsoft Word and I go back to desktop number 1 and I launch Microsoft Word again, you'll see now, and it'll appear only on desktop number 2. So as you can see there, the screen quickly flicked over, and you can see if we press F3 that Microsoft Word has launched, and it's only shown on desktop number 2. It isn't shown on any other desktop. Well, I think that about covers everything for this video guide. I hope you found it useful. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, and also if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, you will receive emails when I upload any new videos. Well, thanks for watching. Goodbye.